Call this meeting of the Historic District. Rich.
Town of Groton notice of public hearing. Historic District Commission will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, May 15th, 2023, 7 p.m. Groton Town Hall, 34 Groton Long Point Road, virtually via the Zoom platform. Hear the following application for best HCC 23-23, 41 Pearl Street, Jill Ullery, owner, applicant, backyard fence, number 21918. The Zoom meeting link will be posted to the town's website, meetings calendar, application, filing available for public inspection during hours of the planning department. 134 Groton Long Point Road, Groton, Connecticut, dated this 9th day of May.
I'll make a motion to waive the hearing.
Second.
Rich, aye.
Brady, aye.
Ferguson, aye. Eastman, aye.
And that was Brady second.
Does anyone like to read the hearing procedure? Right. HTC 23-18.
Here in place of Dan Miser, he's worked tonight. His daily prior business partner. You guys you should remove the steps from the buildings.
You can sit down if you want to do that.
What's that? You can sit down. We can do a this narrative from Dan. Like the way the building used to look has three doors, two of which are non-functioning. We decided just to do away with the steps during the pandemic and governors outside seating. Now we want to fully apply it. When we did take the steps away, we did it in such a way because you guys make it possible. Literally just take it back. So we would like to keep the steps out so that we can do the outdoor seating area. Gives us more room. It's much safer. There's no trip hazards. And it gives us space to be able to support the restaurant dining, which is
is that a letter we should?
Yeah,
we want to just read it.
Dan Miser. Said we removed 2 film steps. 3 main reasons. 1, Lukewarm building a 3-room incarceration. 1. Number 2 is safety. Create trip hazard. 3, economic. Besides being non-functioning, better spacing in there. Just moving the 2 steps. Missing oversight. This being said, we are extremely proud of the restoration of the entire building, which we inside, both inside and out, close the next. Did receive certificate of appropriateness and it sent to us. We were notified that that was correct.
I have a question. What are you going to do with the steps?
The steps will just stay at a location. don't deteriorate. And we're going to use the patio for.
Don't take my next comment out of context, but things happen in business that none of us expect. So, God forbid, it's your business, but those steps don't get done.
They weigh about 1,000 pounds.
Something happens. What's our guarantee those steps don't come back? I understand that, but something happens to your business, you leave town. What's the guarantee the steps are going to come back? How can you guarantee those steps?
Question: what would you like to do to guarantee? Happy to put something in there that's return them.
Just Todd, I think you accidentally. It's in the minutes of the meeting. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. See where the steps.
I'd like to prepare that to make it that look better. So there, or we can concrete it. Or other side of where the steps were. We didn't want to alter the building until we had.
That would be a follow-up application.
Yeah.
Based on,
No, we don't. We were told that we needed to come back in because this got approved and then it didn't get approved. We'll approve the removal of the steps.
Because we never actually had a hearing.
Oh, that was
it must have been in a package.
For clarification of vocabulary, take your patio, but that's
no, there's a patio, and then in front of the patio, there's a separate piece of it.
There's no easement on the town on it.
There's the sidewalk itself is transportation. There's a whole section. It's entirely on.
Usually from the center line of the road, there's a measurement. Are you 100% sure of that?
I am 100% sure that we measured that.
I believe you. I'm just.
Yeah, it's surprising. You know, those concrete or those granite steps are about 7 feet. When you actually go stand over there, you can put 6 tables and chairs and none of it. Sidewalk, you can see where the seam is between our patio and the sidewalk space.
yes.
Good to see. I think allowing it.
Well, are you requiring that I fix it? Well, that would be a part of it. You know, if you want us to fix it, prefer that we not do anything. We weren't trying to alter the building. Once you put up the tables and chairs, okay.
Well, I think the point that Eric's making is that you can very clearly see where the steps were because of the rebuilding or patching. Not really.
Yeah, because we didn't want to alter the building. What we were doing was just moving.
Well, he did fill it back in.
It was just dirt.
I don't think so, because I watched the way he moved it.
Yeah.
He put some other stuff. But he didn't put a similar looking. Which if you see it now, Bailey, if you look at it.
Oh, do you mean on the wall or do you mean
I mean on the wall.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the wall.
Yeah, he had to shore up the one on the right. Actually, no, he didn't. That one, if you look at this one right here, that rock is sticking out. That's actually original. He didn't even mess with it. It sticks out a little bit more than all the rest. He thought that if he pulled on that, that could be a problem. So there may have been a small piece here and there, but overall, as far as I understand, it didn't touch anything.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, if he did some, you saw it, that's fine. Just about it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't talk to them, not to this.
Do you want to make it look nice, or do you want to like?
I would prefer to make it. Yeah. You know, I think that would be good in the long run. I think the whole place looks a lot. Yeah, no, I understand.
Well, it's, you know, I mean, it's a little bit of a nod, it's a little bit of a nod. It's not anywhere you have these doors, you know, so when you look at it.
Sure. I mean, one option there is something we discussed is turning like the door on the right, which has always been a very dangerous door. For there, when I was 16 years old, because of the morning of people falling down my stairs. So that one option could be, you know, a change up in the future. We're adding more windows, turning that into an exact copy of the windows on the side. Things like that we can do in the future. You know, but again, I don't want to make all of these things on all of that. But in the long run, I think that would be the best for entrances. In fact, the door to the left of the number 15 is a door to nowhere. That used to be a stairwell to the second floor. The second floor, that stairwell's on now. So that door is just, you know,
Sounds good. It's gonna get. Seems like it's gonna just matter of either continuing it or.
And that's what I'd like to say. I mean, overall, I think you did a great job building, and you got a great business. My thing is, like I said, I would like to see the foundation line, and like I doubt it's ever going to come up with just some guarantee that those stones go back or sell the building. However, you can make me feel better about that. That would give me a lot of comfort.
Well, one thing we could do is locate the stones up in the backyard. Just have to get a crane in there and get them up there.
I'm not trying to put an expense on you either, just put that in plan.
But Bailey, I would, from my personal standpoint, I would explore the possibility of putting it.
Yeah.
And it would show us a drawing of what it would look like. Because the other thing that's, you know, when you have a situation like that, aesthetically, that's one of the other things that happens. That's because you have a slope, you end up with a riser height. Risers higher on the right than the left. Right. Go up a stair like that. The body is certain. Yeah. But I would encourage you.
Or putting a window in. We could draw that with that door replaced as a window. I would suggest also removing the other that's there. The same kind of thing you see right with it. You leave that door.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
you come back and you could come back with a couple of alternatives. Because, you know, historically, there were instances where people took doors and made doors and certainly not. No, the museums.
Yes, they did.
And I would just add, just the foundation. Yeah.
Sure, we'll have that in there. I would kind of go with a similar look to what's already there.
Talk to the guy who did the.
Yeah.
See what, I mean, they rebuilt their entire wall.
What did they? That was taller. What was it?
Yeah. Derek's.
All right.
I'm okay with the doors, just off the ground. I think that's a lot of the story. People just like doors up or down. And I think this big stone is your stone. I think we have addition.
Second, Brady.
Goodrich, aye.
Brady, aye.
Are you okay with that? Which one is it? Ferguson, aye.
You're clear on our.
Yeah, I'm going to come back with a drawing that just shows the foundation. Another drawing that has the foundation with the door terminal window, drawing with the foundation, big door, and the.
So they come back for.
Well, yeah, and which one do you like the most?
Yeah. We'll make our suggestion. We'll be basically. Like Jennifer did all this stuff. Good. And then, like I said, I mean, we're just that kind of stuff sitting there forever. Unless you have a gigantic, they're not going to make one here, so we know where they are. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
April 18th.
April 18th is the first one.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, STC 23-21 39 Girl School. Let's continue from.
That's the other one, right?
I'll make a motion to continue HTC. Ferguson, second.
Goodrich, aye.
Brady, aye.
Ferguson, aye.
Houston, aye.
HTC 23-2341.
Yeah.
State your name. That's a good idea.
Would you, I guess, okay.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, so it's
Are those pictures the same ones that we have here?
yeah.
Why you take those and put them up on this?
So it's just a it's but I think
Also, my suggestion. Separate one.
I'm sorry, it is 6. It's it's very black. There's that's just
Words.
You know what I'm gonna say. I'd be okay with the drawing of the fence, and I actually think the drawing we have has the fence laid out in it. Looks like it does.
Yeah.
Unless I'm reading it wrong, it's kind of like it shows it right there. Am I reading it wrong? Say I know, but it's from the engineering company. Right.
I think the fence, I like the fence,
Yeah, I don't.
but the idea is we want to put in the record exactly what it did. So necessarily approved the fence as built, which we say, but it's moved around or changed. Right? Peaceful. Want to have in the record exactly. That's why they're.
And Joe, the reason I looked down place on the stickler on the group, and we've had a couple, so we've had a couple fences be problematic, and those applications all been, in my opinion, more complete. So for me personally, being incomplete, probably I'm not trying to be a pain back either of the fence. We had a complaint that's about, okay, now you guys have another fence issue that wasn't complete.
What are you looking for?
It just takes. Break.
Oh.
Yeah.
Need to have
Then, well, can you just mark it up?
With the list of materials.
I mean, that is. Very nice.
Right, but there should be like an elevation that shows like size.
Well, the surveyor or the fence, just first go with the fence out.
Just showing the gauge.
The gauge.
So normally a fence, you get a fence, they'll give you a just shows the size.
I see.
All that.
Okay.
So that's what
Not sure. Not professional.
if not just like that.
And so like, in other words, take photograph of the gates.
Some more detail.
And you said you have letters of support from your neighbors, right? And just include those in the next application. I don't see them in here.
I
Again,
did read them.
okay. And again, the fences we have problems with, the neighbors have problems with. So, like I said, trying to.
That's only a straight.
I mean, maybe.
We can take a note out of this.
Is it a text? And what is? Do you want to hear?
It doesn't text have the address of the neighbor on there.
Yeah,
It says it.
You know, she has a text also. You have a text from a neighbor and a letter from another
Right.
neighbor. Yeah.
That's what it. Okay, so you're looking for an actual grant with dimensions.
I just
Minus.
would prefer if you could You can just,
I just think that.
let's just.
Oh, and the next one.
Yeah.
This goes probably. Then just print it out, maybe just right on there.
Yeah.
Nice part of being already built, so I can see exactly what's going on.
Sorry, I honestly, I read this handbook and I didn't. I really did want to comply. I'm doing that with my house.
You clear, you wrote down everything, you're clear on what we're eating for the next.
I think the main thing is that is the from the manufacturer.
Can't get that or something. Right away. Right. All right, so I'll make a motion.
For Chai.
Brady, aye. Ferguson, aye. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have anything. Okay, so I guess we just. Yeah. 5 Knowing Road. Name of the address.
So Matthew Lindauer, 265 Knowing Road. Our windows from our original model. Windows on the front of the house were drawn as picture windows. When we began shopping for windows, there were some delays and availability issues. We decided to keep the configuration of the windows exactly the same, but they're separate windows that create that same basic space as opposed to being picture windows. I did email photos as well as the original plan. And then Sue had advised me to bring the specs of the windows that were installed, which I have.
Yeah, I think he's just got to do an application.
Okay, yeah, well, we felt the same way. Yeah, so I guess it was never made clear. I spoke with
Modification existing CLA, so I think we just.
So yeah, no one ever conveyed that to me. I spoke with both Seamus and Tom, and they said, well, you have to go to the commission meeting. And I didn't know there was an application that I had to fill out, but I'm happy to do that, obviously.
Yes, we just had it to hold business.
Which one was that site? All that you put in?
Yes, I mean, essentially, we ran out of money. Definitely intend on, and we looked into cultured stone a little bit. We're going to do something. It's just a matter of when it gets done. It'll probably be next spring.
So I'll make a motion to add 22-47 business.
Good second. Good Chai.
Brady, aye. Ferguson, aye.
We're gonna things will come back.
Okay.
And we were
Sure.
gonna
No, okay.
hang on, we're gonna need your
Oh, yeah.
yes.
We have the amount for this?
Profile. Edward Street. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna see it. That's for. Adam Young, 105 4th Street. Still architect.
We're here tonight to do some additional things that we have to do that goes along with the that includes some so with the property, there's forestry, the pools on the side of the this drawing, it's one of the buildings, so you will see some roof addition.
Peter, that top one's gonna be new.
This one's new, it's way back. This is the existing house. And there's a makeup here, you just sit on the side of the building here. This is the new makeup that comes up. Flat roof. So that's the view from the street. Here's the right side view, south elevation. All these compressors are here.
These back.
These are exhaust fans that are there. This is the existing air unit. Compressor. This would be same kind of makeup air units stacked over the other one. New duct coming in. Underneath them. This is the existing.
And that the existing duct area, is that painted?
This is existing duct here. Is this black one? That's the existing. Okay, exhaust.
So the one next to is going to be same. It's black and color.
Well, I don't know.
That is always black. Yeah.
That will be black iron. And the duct coming out.
Say, size and shape. That's fair. Same model. Other photos. These mechanical auxiliaries are integral to the workings of the fish. Original plan. Really isn't a change. Those that were left off. More of an elevation as first. So if you add everything together, kind of jump around us.
they're just doing the right thing and keeping us as they should. So I think it's great.
Guys feel that. I have two feelings. One is that integral to the operation, necessary work, probably could have been on the original. Could have been. Probably would have got it.
You said you're adding the microphone.
Yeah, it's
Not wording that
same
properly.
company. Okay. And it's, I mean, this is, frankly, a lot of what has to happen. We're in a position. Forward. It's all kind of this, but, you know, so that's relative.
I mean, it's like for like, again, I just really appreciate you coming in and bringing it to our attention rather than having to spend $50 on that. I appreciate it. We'll get that.
Glad you feel that way. Because that likes me request. It's, I don't know if this is unagreed.
That's what I'm asking. You know, I'm trying to get my head around this. It's minor enough for us to consider a insignificant fraction.
Is that what you're asking, Adam?
Yes. Yeah. Frankly.
That's so. I mean, far out on the limb. Other guys.
So I think it's what I would prefer to town staff who would consider that a modification. Well, I'm asking you, would you consider it a modification?
Not specific. Goal is just. You want to make. Kind of facility. Honestly.
Is so I agree with Ted that you can't improve the outdoor kitchen and then say, oh, you can't have lids. And it's carefully here. There's other merchants. I appreciate that kind of after the fact. That means a lot to me personally. I do think it's a modification, so I may. Sure.
The role is thick, right? I would go very strongly that I'm mistaken. The public's that if you needed this, that first one, I personally would. I have zero qualms about proving this. Please understand that. But I would have loved to say, hey, this is just a sketch. I will come back with a firm sketch. Okay. Missing to me. But do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you had said HCC, there's gonna be ducks roughly right here. They're leg for leg. I can't tell you exactly because the dealer your guys is not doesn't have them right now.
That's under
Apologize for my water. I apologize for my lack of words, but you at least understand what I'm trying to say to everybody, not specifically to Adam and Peter.
And I also think as we get further on, you know, we literally dozens of times kind of tackling one thing as we kind of grow. There's issues, not in the near future, but now, you know, for sure, yeah.
At least understand from an HCC, the person personal member's perspective that this would have been super, and then you think, back to the final, but improve it. And you could have said contingent upon X. You just showed us X, and we would have been, thank you. Not that we're not going to say. And then also to the architects of the work. Yeah.
So now that you bring the paper, I'm going to ask you for a favor.
Absolutely.
Your lights up front are going to improve last. Understanding.
I interrupted your motion.
Yeah, so again, I'll make a motion as
I'll second it. Brady.
Rich, aye.
Brady, aye.
Ferguson, aye.
All right, so get back to the lights up front.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The neighbors.
That you received. If I haven't heard anything. Okay.
What's anything with
I listened, I'll whatever. That's what up there because that's what was available. So something more. That's what if I looked at
Light pollution.
And some people, I was like, I more about style. Always.
maybe you want that?
those are some.
I just want you to hear it from the horse's mouth.
No, I have no problems. Now that you mentioned it, Mossad sent me and then he also suggested that I saw hamburgers there.
He's talking about color.
I think what concept focus the light towards out
Or sure. Or down. Right, and then I'm not gonna. Did everything for sure, but. Yeah, he's nice at once.
I mean, yes, I believe me, I want to work. But, and if anyone here, frankly, has any suggestions.
You have to come back.
Right, at least.
That's the next part. That's those were never.
So I keep in mind, concept. We appreciate it. We appreciate you coming all the time.
Sure. I know.
So this is architect. First Street. Here representing Tom Tabor. High Street. This map very well.
And zoom out.
I'll get the whole sheet. So this sits up on a little hill.
The old New London Road.
Right. See it from Water Street, really way there. Water Street, that's the back of the house.
One side here.
Oh, you're on both sides. So you'll notice that the back of the house is house.
That's when the back of the house faces Water Street, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's true. It's like a 5-foot ledge on the back of the house. You'll notice the back of the house. The back of the house, he recited. And he had wanted to do vinyl siding on the back of the house. Right. And the commission wouldn't go. Now he's so that's one of the things. We're also going to replace all the windows in there. Variety of different. I think the original house was 2. This might have been 6. So this is kind of mixed. I think we're going to go back. We're also going to take out these. And then in the future, we need a variance. We're looking to add on the side deck. We need a variance. So we have to get that variance. The layout of the sides. Here's the that'll look like this. This is the rear yard setback. Not really seeing it. So that's really the scope of the work. Those. Light. Try and leave all the trim that's there. See, this is very a little belly off the side of the case. We'll leave all those cases. Except for
We have new windows to mimic what the casing is.
where we have new windows, case. Where we have new existing windows.
which are pretty new.
There are some new windows.
There are no windows.
Yeah, or they're
Replacing the case.
still moving. That's,
Just for clarification, you said you want to replace the case. If you're not adding. Replace it.
so,
Yeah, let me ask. You're gonna. You don't have.
So yeah, so on the case of windows, make the opening bigger. Otherwise, you're gonna jam it double.
probably be more along the scale of this,
You can't see what.
you know, on the scale of that.
Like it, like a slice you just did.
Yeah, I mean, this. So, I mean,
Small little windows above the old double hung and the other one that they're gonna replace too.
oh,
Here's,
yeah,
So what you might want to show in your drawing, Peter, is drawing of the actual outside casing, so we can see what it actually looks like. I mean, I think I know what you described. I think I know. Detail there was.
is there?
That.
it's, right,
Okay.
What's
Wait a minute, I.
Sure.
And,
yeah, make it clear.
okay, I'm gonna use my.
No, that's fine. How you been? Good. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
It's not on the thing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we are. Yeah, 3 1.
Make them, but
Make a motion at 31.
I'll give her a second. Give her a try.
Bernie said aye.
There we go. Right, so. Todd Brady, 31 Water Street. This is what we call the pole barn building at the marina. And what we're proposing to do here is want to remove the view from Red 36. Yeah. Close-up view from the water, from the docks. Not from the inside. So what we've got some significant rot issues with this wall here. So what we want to do is we want to remove the wall, the same dimensions as the opening above. That is and make it look like what is the west wall. That's the west
Wall of the rods.
wall. That was the east.
So you're done with the far wall?
Where your finger is?
Right here.
That's the wall of the rods.
That's
You want the building, you want the whole.
basically. West. Bearing in mind that this building is slated for the wrecking balls. That's. The carpenters would love to get started, but I told them no. Can't do that.
We appreciate that, Mr. Brady.
Yeah, we have to wait 3 weeks now for the next meeting, right? Thank you.
Back in.
It's not bad.
You agree?
Yeah. Guys do.
What
That's
is
our
it?
yes. My name's John Walsh, architect. And the project is number 4 Pearls.
Third, second. Good Rich, aye.
Brady, aye.
Ferguson, I.
This is a new process here. Brady.
Oh, okay. All right. Things have changed since I got on this. That's it. Okay. So, 2 number 4 Pearl Street, owned by Leo Roach. Building, one is the Harp and Hound. The other is the building right next to it, which is the Vessel Florist shop in it right now. Currently one space is vacant. The plan here, that what Leo would like to do is he has bought both these buildings now, and the plan is.
Thank you.
Existing buildings, Pearl Street is right here. Okay, and the existing buildings are separated by this alley space. Between them, the electrical panels, condensers are here. There are windows, they're open to both buildings. They get down to in the back here like 1'9" apart. And it's a little alley. You really can't move through it. I can't. So the idea is that he's purchased both the buildings. And what he wants to do is to connect the back area here of the buildings, move the kitchen from the Harp and Hound right down, it's upstairs, 2nd floor, bring it down and locate it to the back, this side. Pearl Street.
That's the currently vacant space.
That's the vacant space, yeah. And then return the upstairs of the apartment down to an apartment, which is and then the florist shop will remain, and upstairs above the 2 shops, he would like to put in 2 apartments. We'll see how that goes. We're working with the fire department. Just so you kind of have an overall idea.
And I don't want to. You have parking for those buildings.
Street.
Is make sure that that will qualify because the new unmanaged zoning rules require that if you add a residential parking.
Yeah, we're working right now. I asked the question whether or not I should come before you guys first for a prelim and then a public hearing, or go to Pete. He said, yeah, and basically I was told come here first, we're gonna do this, then go back to planning and zoning. So we're working with Deb and everybody in the town. I've actually had meetings with fire marshal, fire chief out there. They're kind of in support of this. The fire department is, because the other thing we're going to do is sprinkle buildings, and then we eliminate the alley and firehouse. So there's some positives coming out of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
somebody say with you or anything. I completely agree. I was gonna say the same thing. I mean, it's silly thing that's gonna be with the hot dog stand. We approved it, and then the health department, they couldn't have it, or the planning zoning, they couldn't have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wondered what, you're wasting our time.
Yeah.
And your time, and
It's money.
But I mean, if you just want to get a quick read on
Yeah, if I could just get a quick
That's
read
all.
on the front of the building, just
what it looks like.
one idea, what the sure. Okay. Right now, this is what it looks like. Floor shop, vacant building, up lofts upstairs now, and then that's the Harpin House. And pretty much what they want to change it to. Very minor change. This is the infill now. The gate and everything will stay there because the electrical panels will still stay behind us. This piece recesses back a little bit. The only thing we're doing is relocating this window slightly and centering it underneath the existing window above. And that's just to get a fire rated wall in the stair. Everything else stays just as it is.
So what is the infill on there?
Yeah, Jim put this in. I'll be taking this out. We put ASAC panels in. Jim is my associate. We put ASAC panels in up here and did this like built up path. I'm just going to duplicate what they have here, back around it. It steps way back. It's still visible.
So the access, there's a filled in area behind that fence. So you can access the kitchen.
No, access the kitchen from the back of the building.
So the buildings won't actually connect as far as traffic. It's just kind of more of a facade.
It will connect inside. Yeah. That wedge right now that you see all the way along this point here, that's the alley. The alley is this entire space that comes down. That's the narrow part of the alley in the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to infill all of that right there and just leave this area here because that's where its electrical service comes in. Right there. And that all that electrical ties to this pole out here that looks like it should have been in like Bangkok or someplace. So
how long is Leo been stealing?
Good question.
So you're filling almost the whole thing.
Yeah, almost the whole thing.
You're gonna make that.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
We're just going to continue to use the same material.
Is it tied in on both floors?
Yes. Well, it's not connected on both floors. On the lower floor, it'll be connected. Set as you come in the entry of the heart. There's this little area back here.
Yeah.
We'll blow through this wall, so this will be connected, and then the kitchen's back here, and so we're connected here. Then on the second floor, all the apartment stays here. This stays storage, which is now, and then we end up with the stairs coming in through that door entry where we're moving that window, and we have stairway up to the studio apartment. And maybe I know this is a big thing. planning and zoning commission, as you have the whole thing about the parking on site, green spaces.
I mean, they give the impression that you can get around that on site.
Or that far, yeah.
Yeah, that is.
So if this didn't go to apartments and go to office. That's this.
Given the overall. And I really think it was big.
Yeah.
Highly restricted. Especially considering our example. Not have parking. Well, because we have close the addition of apartments. What? Why?
But they don't have.
That's right.
I think that the only way to get around this.
Right, but I mean, I have 111 spaces in legal art, and I can't those spaces for residential. Where?
I think in this scenario, it should.
But that being said, I think it's a great plan.
Yeah.
If it came in front of us, I would say, I love it.
Right, so you guys have a big issue.
I think as long as you match everything for me from the exterior, the district connected buildings going back to 20.
It is safe.
You just carve out a parking space
I could get a couple.
inside. Get a curb cut.
Right, so I will let them know that you've got to go before PNC gets their approval. I don't need for that one.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Second was an amendment.
I got poetry.
Bottom is. Oh, well, not leave like the other day. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, got it.
Received an email today at about 1 o'clock from Jill Petty, questioning who and when the siding or group siding will begin. The agency was saying shouldn't have been approved. I just said I'll research it. I don't think it's all that. This was on it. She just wanted to answer the questions of the communication. That research, that's like thanks for right now.
But it's on the building. It's on the building that was added.
It's on the old, this yeah. I mean, it's 53 West Main.
There was one amendment on the bottom of page 3, Mary Grace Avenue, adding inaudible. It's inaudible. They said he said, and then went on to say it's in the back. I said, go, she left. So that didn't come up, it wasn't real clear on the reporting.
Inaudible was heat pump.
Right.
Yes, yeah, for all intents and all those.
Got that, Sue?
That amendment, I
Goodman second.
that amendment.
Goodman seconded that.
Goodrich, aye.
Brady, aye.
Ferguson, I.
Jumping on to old business. The addition of 40 High Street is changed from motion.
We need to make a second. No, we've already done that. Yeah, okay. Goodrich, aye.
Well, we have to make a
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we have
So
to
we make a motion to vote.
I make a motion to vote on the changes.
Like wait until you are done. Goodrich, yes.
Let's get that right. ACC 22.
I second. Ferguson seconds.
All in favor?
Goodrich, aye.
Brady, aye.
Ferguson, I.
Changes. Additions. Now we're going to jump on to 5 First Street.
Make a motion to vote to approve. Goodrich.
Ferguson second.
All in favor?
Goodrich, aye.
Brady, aye.
Been recused.
Aye.
Eastman, aye.
Changes to add. Also put a middle
Mechanicals.
mechanical. That's it.
What was the application for? Was 265.
You think I can find one?
We take you. Not kidding.
We also have a 22.5 Pearl Street on it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Twenty-three and a half Pearl Street. Do you have anything for that?
It's really one of the pictures.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, for that. Yeah. I think it was stipulation. Done with it. Just gonna stick that in the file, Peter, and consider it done. Yep. There's no motion or anything required.
We're not.
We're gonna accept.
I did. Stipulation. Stipulation on his solar panel application. Just,
And just
shows where you, the things. You proved it with the stipulation you give us.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm just thinking. I'm gonna make a motion to accept these as.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I can do that. Make a motion to accept this drawing as satisfying the stipulation. DOA transit.
Goodman second.
Goodrich, aye.
Brady, aye.
Goodman,
Ferguson, I.
let's.
who will fill this out?
And if we approve that house, soon as that one goes back. Both change those. Yeah.
We just go over the.
I think we make a temporary change to the.
Not temporary, just incorporate as new policy, right? Or about, it's got a ghost.
Website.
On that note.
Yeah. Their website, right.
All right. We're working on the document, and it is, you have to have it 24 hours before the meeting. But the chairperson sends it out usually well before, and then it's on the agenda packet. So everybody gets it. He does email to us all well before that, but it's like I said, don't reply all. That is part of the agenda packet, so everybody will get it, plus it's public. So I think that's probably the best way to go, just get it to the town staff and our door.
So my thought is we're still doing one at the beginning of the month. If anyone has any final comments, email them over by tomorrow.
I have my comments.
Well, if
I track changes. I'll send you my copy. I already heard it. Mostly is.
So why don't we do that? I'll get that out tomorrow. Thursday. You can then email it. Okay, so let's just get back to the side things. I think though we're all okay with this. I think it needs to get
That was my question. It definitely needs to be incorporated.
I think that it is policy. Policy. Part of ours, that policy.
We have, no. You're making a you're requiring someone. We're outlining. That's why I think what we should do.
Should we refer that to a town attorney opinion?
Please.
Well,
what
okay.
we do is make things change. One section in there. We propose adding one new line. Put on that next one. That's it. And then wrong hand.
Right. That document is.
I think they can watch our past meetings and know all that. I mean, we have to actually write that out in the handbook or the application. That's my opinion.
Careful of adjusting that line. Well, I think if we change anything in the handbook, we've got to go through public hearing. They can start asking about time.
Public hearing. Just like a text. To make a change.
Other thoughts, I think the staff has rules and procedures they can follow that oversee. I can say, let's put this sign on there.
It's not another town.
If we want to be nice about it, we can say, tell the applicant, we want to put this sign on, and you can say no if you want, and then I would come back and tell us they refuse the sign. And then when they come to the public hearing, I'd be like, why did you refuse to sign? And I think an applicant would be up on the wrong foot and not put the sign up. So I don't think we have to make it so official a rule. I'm volunteer, see what happens.
I don't think it's going to do like anything else part of the application process. They can choose to follow it or not. Just
right. Same place, John. I'm just talking about taking some steps to get there that are gentle. And
Not against this. I think it's easy. I don't think that taking more complication. Make a text. Getting on higher zoning. We can just make a modification.
I'm honest, I don't think.
So I have another question, a procedural question. I don't plan zoning when they make text change. Jeff, for sure, was that an application? Is that what you're doing this too, or no?
I just all I think.
Whatever you guys feel is the best way to do it. I would like to see all see them with that. So whatever
I'm fine.
the best and
Well, it's
How
like,
many applicants you think they're gonna come forward with this? And I'll throw a fit if I can put that posting on there. They wanna get an approval for it.
right.
but I mean, isn't it just sort of a procedural change? I mean, we hand out that little handout to some advice. Is that a change to the hand?
That's just how we notify the public.
okay. But to their point, we now have a whole new pre-application process that's nowhere in writing. I'll let you through that.
That's not really clear. That's not a change.
You guys are the attorneys by training. I'll leave it in your hands on whatever everybody thinks.
I don't. Here's one little thing. I agree with you. I don't think people are going to come in there and say, "How dare you make this property?" People come in here and, well, Susie didn't have to do that. We hear it all the time. All their things.
Inappropriate policy.
No, that was relative to like reading up. That's right. People come in here with attitudes all the time. But people don't. But if you make it, if you make it a rule, if you make it a change, you notice the change made. If you make it a town, then we have to make a motion. I would make a motion. Have it on the agenda with a proposed change.
And then to add it as a change to the application and handbook.
We can vote on it next meeting, so no one has notice of it. Require this to be 2 places. Teacher and referencing. Adding a copy. All it's just the whole point of doing all handbook.
I agree.
We're now pushing it into like staff.
I agree. I look at it in the handbook that everybody can follow it, and any feature commission can follow.
I'd like to make a motion. Have this integrated into this line that has historic district commission notice of meeting be part of the process of applying.
Rich, I.
Brady, aye.
Ferguson,
Enforcement items.
I was on sick this week.
Wait, I have some enforcement, so I didn't send you an email if that's still the same process. I will, but I do want the situation looked at. I want to look at it, because I found it has to be more logical for the attorney that's looked at it. So do I need that in writing, or is okay.
There's no more public notices.
It's the one I told you guys about.
Are you looking?
Oh,
I'm
sorry. I actually did, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I notified,
And so that's what, Tom, you and Aaron?
I'm sorry, good thing you reminded me.
About the guy at 39 Pearl Street. Hasn't shown me multiple. Where one of these meetings he has language issues. And I don't know. I think we have a person that doesn't understand. Too.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. Curious about reaching out to them some way to make it so they. Yeah, or just don't realize that. I think they've got a pretty easy application. And thanks. That's what I'm hearing.
So can I ask how we know there's a language issue?
Yeah.
What is the language issue? I guess, or
He's in Chinese or our husband's out of town. So there's an issue. That's your part. Very good. Here, the point show on you.
Oh, yeah. So can anybody they've got all the applications complete, they just don't have.
how long is her husband out of the country for?
Could I present for her? I don't want to do that, but let's say, anybody come in and present for her?
Yeah.
Based on the materials that are already in the
So
paperwork.
I'm going to bring up just one really.
Just ask.
Well, let me bring up one really just stupid. So Jill already came in and said the text was from 39 Pearl Street in support of her fence.
Yeah.
That's her. So I was asking a question I don't know the answer to.
Is it from the husband?
Again, I don't know the answer to it. Is how can we get a text if there's a language issue? So if the husband can text, then can he Zoom? Does that fix the issue? Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to realize I don't know the answer to these questions. These are just questions that come to my mind. But
You have to give people. We all think.
so since
Well,
I think,
there's two other pieces.
but no, you go first.
Well, we'd have to eventually say we're denying it, because if we don't, it'll goes to 65 days, it automatically.
What was an application?
Yeah, it's an application. On today's
So
agenda.
we just need to be aware of the time.
If we wanted to, the other option. Fire and group,
Or you just.
Or you just look at it, if there's enough information. Need anybody to present?
I think it'd be bad practice. People, I don't know.
No, but to your point, could someone, a friend of hers or a colleague.
I was just wondering about it, because if they had somebody in their corner, they could probably get it presented.
I just want. So now that I'm looking back at my guys are. I was going to bring it up. In March, when the whole issue was going, my first fence, the neighbor approached Bruce fence. I asked Tom to look at that. Question there is, wait, final fence, that ever. And then beginning part of April, Orchard Street, I was walking by, asked about did approve, that's okay.
Yeah.
And then on the 4th of May,
Chelsea Groton, what?
Booths.
Yeah, so
So signs with QR signs.
no, I never noticed it. I didn't even see it. Like every day.
Well, back in the corner, it looks like a bus stop or anything.
Yeah, they put these two like booths up, and then they ran like conduit. Conduit runs along the wall.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
It's conduit. It's the lower lot. Lower lot's got the little ring.
No, the upper one has it.
It has one too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they just thought they looked terrible. They said, we didn't solve.
Awesome. Oh, and I do have something else I want to bring up. Thank you for reminding me.
And I have one other one too. Other comment made on small high street.
Not the one that we approved. Not the one that
No.
started at 6 feet, went down to 4 feet.
Across.
On the east side.
Yeah. These are the kind of things like. So I did not have a chance to talk about that.
Will Tom see this? Notification?
There's one thing to the backlog.
Can I add something else prior to new business so we can go back to add it? Because now I'm on with the new items that are on the wall. The compliance issue, yeah. All right, so on Bank and Bridge, there's unapproved signs on the fence that say only is food and alcohol are allowed up there. They're temporary, they're not the fence. So they sell more in 30 days, okay? 30.
Then you can take it down, but and a whole bunch of signs.
All type of stuff.
You can only eat this food.
Right.
I've not been the biggest supporter of that. See that a lot of people. Yeah, I can understand from a business point of view.
Well, it becomes a matter of where are you going to stop? You know, rubbish is the nice thing.
Well, but I'll counter that. So how many signs you have popping over town before I'm saying just I'll just post through I post billboards on the side of buildings. Okay.
That's something.
Earlier, the hot dog.
I must have missed the hot dog stand. When did
I
that happen?
So I run into the dad every Sunday morning at Big Y when I go do my shopping Sunday mornings, and I asked them, and the health department, or no, planning and zoning said it wasn't.
Where was the hot dog stand going to go?
Right,
Between Bank and Bridge and
that little green area.
And B&C doesn't allow
Very hot.
It was hard.
people on private property.
Yeah, even though, I think Sunny's property.
Yeah, planning and zoning shut them down.
How came to be one to put up a, one of those, then or now.
So Billy, you got your lemonade stand down. So
Right.
okay.
There's a B&C school.
I'm gonna take close instead of PZ&C now.
B&C prohibited.
I guess. I'm with Ted, this is the first I heard it.
Yeah, I forgot to say, guys, like I said, running the cabin and the dad,
Yeah.
we probably changed the
And that was
shopping
a great,
schedule.
I thought the young lady had a great sense. He had a great business plan. I was like, so excited for, like young entrepreneurs. This is what you can do.
I was totally excited about that too. I thought it was great.
It was pretty fun.
I think planning and zoning is.
Well, I agree.
I'm sorry.
Bitter chai.
Are we off now?
We're good.